How is everyone doing? Hang on. Let me see. I am going to, give me 2 seconds. Hi everyone, give me like 5 seconds to kind of, hopefully I'm doing this. How is everyone doing? Hold on. All right, let's see. I cannot see the live chat. Okay. Let's see. Hi everyone, I am struggling to, I'm using my iPad today to live stream. So I'm trying to get my settings properly. Happy Friday, guys. I think I had something that was on my screen and was driving me crazy. And now I can't see the live chat, so hold on. I think I messed up something. Okay, hi, how is everyone doing? Happy Friday. I'm gonna be on my laptop too because it is a struggle trying to read this. Hold on, let me fix my angles too. For some reason, the live chat keeps closing. Okay. How is everyone doing? Happy Friday. Hi. Okay. I'm just gonna log in from my laptop so I can see the live chat properly. Hi, Rebecca. Yeah, it's been a while. My last live was in January. I know life has been lifing, if there's such a thing. It's been a crazy few months. How is everyone doing? Hi, Tiffany. All right. Hi, Tiffany. Hi, Miss Friday. Sorry, guys, I'm going to be looking down because for some reason on this screen, the live chat disappears after some time. I'm not sure why. So it's not keeping the comments on there. I don't know if it's how I have it set up. I don't know. I'm just trying to quickly update the description box of this live chat. Usually in the description box, if this is your first time watching a live, I usually put like the resources on there, like formulating resources that I use, books, videos, that kind of stuff. So everything is going to be in the description box. I'm just updating that right now. How is everyone's week? Hope your week went well. Okay, I think I got it. So now I can look. But for some reason, like I said, I cannot see. Normally, I'm able to see the live chat, like the comments on my screen. So I don't know if I messed with the settings. I keep accepting the live chat, but it only keeps it on for so long. Let's see. Okay, but I'm not going to worry about that. Hi, happy Friday. I'm just going to hopefully look at my notes and see. Down south, the weather down south is incredible so far this year. Well, that's good. We have quite a bit of humidity here in Texas. And if you have your questions, I'm hoping I don't miss any question. If you have your questions, just put it in the chat and I'll answer it as we go. It's pretty informal. Happy Mother's Day to all the lovely mothers out there. Wishing you a peaceful, lovely, happy Mother's Day. Yeah, next time I'm not going to use this to stream. Oh, you're in Houston. Okay. Let's see. All right, so now I'm just going to have to look down because I can't, first, like I said, I can't see the comments on here. It's so weird. I'll probably have to look at my settings next time because I used this the last time and I didn't have any problems. So I'm not sure what's going on. All right, let's see. I'm going to start to see Alexine. I'm going to answer a few questions in just a minute. So if you have your questions, just put it on there. I'm trying to look at my notes. I usually put it in my notebook, but I didn't have time. So I put my notes on my phone. All right, so I'm thinking that I have maybe new people on my channel. So just in case, because normally when I do a video, I post the formula in the video. So usually if I do a video like the video I just did on Sunday, I had the formula at the end of the video, and usually I'll say, you know, at the beginning of the video where the formula is. But I think a lot of, and I don't know if anyone is new, just let me know in the comments in case you're struggling to find the formulas. So formulas from, I would say that anything from June, I want to say either May or June of last year, 2023, all the formulas are on YouTube. So it's usually going to be in the video itself. I used to put the formula in the description box, but I stopped because I don't know if you know, but a lot of my content was stolen by, I don't even know, creator, another business. So they stole a lot of my content on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. I did a video about that. So anyways, so videos prior to, I want to say prior to June of, okay, I'm wrong. Yeah, videos prior to June of 2023, those are not on YouTube. Maybe one or two might be on YouTube, meaning the formulas, but all those videos are not there. The reason I'm even mentioning is I've been getting a lot of comments, messages, DMs, emails. Hey, I can't find this formula. So those formulas are not there. But videos that I did from June of 2023 up till now, I put all the formulas in the video itself. I no longer put it in the description box like I used to, because it was just so easy for people to steal. Well, that person basically just stole, I have to move up a bit, stole my content. So if you want to access those videos, they're on Patreon. Unfortunately, it took me, when it happened, I was very upset. So I guess in that moment, very upset, very angry, I pulled all those formulas. That was like over 300 formulas. There's no way I'm going to go back now and re-enter them on YouTube. I wish I could, but it was just, you know, unfortunately, it's something that's happened. I hate to make people pay to access content on Patreon, but I'm not the only person that does that as a creator. But from June, all the formulas are there, just in case you're looking for them. June of 2023, going forward, I decided to keep the formulas as is, but they are in the video itself, just in case you're wondering. Because I had that question, I've gotten that question a lot of the time, like, where's your formula? I've gotten actually quite a few insults as well. But I'm just, you know, letting you know where they are. So that's that. And then number 2, Patreon benefits, just in case anyone is confused. I actually had a few Patreon, someone asked, well, what's the difference between your Patreon and YouTube? The only difference is any video I post on YouTube, I obviously will post it on my Patreon, but I always attach, it's a bit more detailed. So basically I do like a PDF file. I put like the substitutions you can do. It's a bit more detailed. It has the formula as well as, you know, the conversion, but it also has the additional notes. I link the ingredients where you can purchase. But in addition to that, every month on Patreon, I do 2 bonus exclusive videos that I don't share on YouTube. Depending on the level you're in, you might either get 2 or 3 videos. But other than that, and like I said, I've never like begged people like, oh, please join my Patreon. I desperately need you to join my Patreon. No. Join my Patreon if you want to access previous content and move on. Or if you want to access content and support a creator that you like, then support them. I mean, Patreon accounts, like I say this all the time, I'm in Tara Lee's Patreon. I think everyone that formulates knows who Tara Lee is. I've been on Tara Lee's Patreon for years. Half the time I don't even access her content, but she helped me immensely. When I know my first year of business, I know then she was so hands-on with like formulating questions. Now she's so big that she really doesn't have time for one-on-one formulating questions. But that back then, she used to. So I got so much value from her Patreon that even if I never have to look at anything she posts for the next 10 years, I'm okay paying that every month. Now I understand that not everyone can pay $5 or $10, whatever, you know, and it's fine. But if you cannot, it's perfectly okay. Just take advantage of the free resources that are on YouTube. Tara Lee has a lot of free resources. And I'll type it, but I think I linked, I'll double check. I think I linked, okay, I just realized I didn't link her channel. But everyone that knows me, every live chat, I say this all the time, Tara Lee, Tara Lee. I'm basically obsessed with Tara Lee. I'll type it in the chat. But Tara Lee is amazing. If you are a newbie, like you're just starting, and I feel everyone is basically maybe in that category at some, you know, just start from somewhere. I think a lot of the time, what I'm noticing, why I actually decided to do the live last minute is, what I'm noticing is someone will reach out to me asking, hey, I watch your videos on YouTube. I like your videos. Thank you, Rebecca. I appreciate that. And they'll be like, oh, I want to make this product that has vitamin C, has kojic acid, has this, has all these ingredients, because I want it to work for my hyperpigmentation. So they want to make all these products, but then they don't know how to write a formula. They don't know how to convert the formula to, they don't, you know, so those little things, they don't even know how to use the scale to weigh each ingredient. So in that case, I always say, slow down. You're moving too fast. Just take it one step at a time. You know, there's no rush, and then you will get there. And so I really, like, I wasn't even going to do this live. I almost canceled this live, honestly, but I'm really noticing that trend because I'm seeing those messages, I'm seeing those questions, and, you know, someone will be like, oh, someone reached out and said, oh, can you email me your formula converted to tablespoons, teaspoons? I'm trying to make this vitamin C serum, your vitamin C serum, but I need you to send it to me in tablespoons. So, and it's not, you know, when I started out that way. You have to start from somewhere, but you also have to have the interest to want to grow, want to learn. And unfortunately, I see so many people not even interested in learning. They just want to be able to email me and say, hey, I'm making this lotion. Can you tell me how much to use of this? And I always say, don't make the lotion. Because if you don't know how to choose the amounts to use, then don't make it till you learn. There's no rush. Everybody will get there. But that's what I wanted to say. So if you're wondering, that's the difference in my Patreon. Patreon has 2 bonus videos every month, or 3 bonus videos, in addition to bonus content I post as I can. But I never force or insist you join my Patreon, because I don't want anyone that is there that doesn't want to be there. Okay, so I've said that. And then of course I always want to say thank you. I I can't respond to everyone. I wish I could, but I have so I get so many messages and comments, and sometimes I want to like respond to every single one, and it literally would take me hours to do that. But I've gotten some really, 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 really kind comments lately. I had one that I almost started crying. I was like, oh my gosh. I was so down that day because I got some really mean comments, and this person, I don't even know, you know, say God works in mysterious ways. That comment was so nice. I was like, oh, I'm going to share it if I can find it. But and oh, Feed the Beauty, hi. Where have you been hiding, Christy? I haven't seen you in a minute on here. All right, I'm going to start answering questions. Yeah, J-up syndrome, you are right. People are too dishonest. They may think they're getting ahead, but the Bible says, thou shalt not steal. All thieves have their day of reckoning. I don't think people care at this point. They just steal. You know, they don't care. I think, unfortunately, people just, because of the way the world is right now, there's so much information that you can access on social media. It's so easy to just download and steal people's content without giving, you know. Anyways, I don't think people like Sweet Miss T. Thank you. I don't think people. I think person should pay for your formulas. I'm only talking about my older formulas because right now I cannot move them back. I might move them back at some point in the future, maybe when I have help, because it's so much work to have to do that. I would have to literally go to the description box and like manually type every formula that well, I guess I can copy and paste it from my spreadsheet, but it's a lot of work. Let's see. All right, last thing I'm going to talk about, okay, so the T478, that's where I am. I'm figuring out the conversions and what percentage to use. Yeah, I'll talk about that a bit more, and I'll show you. Let me mention, so I talked about Tara Lee, and then Humble Bee and Me. I say it all the time. I think I linked her in the description box as well. But she has a free, let me type it in the chat because I don't know. Humble Bee and Me. Oh gosh, Humble Bee and Me. So if you go on Google and you just type Humble Bee and Me, it takes you to her blog. And I think once you sign up, I think put your email, I believe there's a free making skincare or beginner, oh my gosh, I can't remember the exact title, but it's something like learning how to make skincare, something like that, formulating for beginners. And she'll email it to you. But I think you have to obviously register, like put your email address there. So I think it's really good for beginners when you're starting, obviously. She really goes through the, you know, ins and outs, beginning, you know, I guess weighing, I don't know, but I guess it's very beginner friendly. So that's one free resource you can use. Sarah Lee has her beginning formulating series on YouTube. So just make sure you're subscribed to those two creators, Humble Bee and Me. And then Whole Elise, she doesn't post as much anymore. Whole Elise. So I would subscribe, and gosh, I'm just typing everybody. So all of them, Humble Bee and Me, Tara Lee, Whole Elise, Cecil Vij. I don't know if I said Cecil. I don't know if I said that name wrong, but there's some. Cecil Vij does a lot of advanced formulating content. I don't know that it's really beginner, but she does have some simple formulations as well. But she is really like up there, like like her level. She's really advanced, but she has some beginner formulating stuff. So you can start off with those free resources as well. And yeah, Whole Elise is great. And then if you look at Institute of, sorry, I'm typing, I don't even know what Personal Care and Science. Yes, they have their diploma, their certificate programs, but they also have a lot of free resources. They have a beginner, like, well, it's not beginner, but it's like organic formulating, oh gosh. Organic skincare formulating, hair care, something like that. It's a book, and I linked it in the description box. That one is also very good. Even if you're a beginner, it breaks down a lot of the entry level things you should know. So that's also very good. So those are the free resources I can think of at the top of my head. But check the description box as well. I linked the book from Institute. Institute has a Institute of Personal Care and Science has a free, sorry, not free. They have their YouTube channel. But a lot of times the videos are so quick, but you know, they're also a good channel to follow. All right, I'm going to talk about one more thing, and then I'll answer any questions you have. So I think it was a week ago, I saw this lady, she showed up on my feed. I have to move about a bit. My back is kind of killing me today. She showed up on my TikTok feed. The lady said she bought a kojic acid soap. Kojic acid soap. And she was using the kojic acid soap, and literally, okay, see how dark my hands are? I don't know if you can see, they're shiny. So her skin, basically, she had like bright spots all over her face, like bright patches. So her whole face, see how my face is like bright yellow patches all over white patches. It was horrible. I wish I could like post the picture. So she bought this. I'm trying, so I'm not laughing, but I'm just amazed at how greedy people are on business. Some businesses are just so greedy. She bought this kojic acid soap off of TikTok, and she was using it, and it resulted in her face. Basically that's really like hyperpigmentation. Like it was almost like sun burn, like patches all over her face. So she had to go see a dermatologist. I think they have some kind of medication. I haven't followed up since the last 2 weeks. But this is the issue I have with, okay, yeah, the T478, right? You ruined her face. Yeah, I saw, oh, good. So it wasn't just me. So this is the issue I'm seeing with kojic acid. Like I've used kojic acid. So I formulated like a serum for myself to test, because I have like dark knuckles, which has been, this is like, I don't want to say genetic, I've had these hands for probably, even if I had kids, I think, but I don't know. But anyway, so I was using it on a different area of my face and a patch I had on my hand. The one on my hand cleared, the one on my thigh cleared, the hand knuckles were lightening up. But then I was like, what? Then I forgot to use sunscreen, and I think it kind of messed up my hands a bit more. But anyways, yes, the comments from this live chat will be, they should be there. Usually it updates within 24 hours, the comments. And the recording will be there. But the issue is, I've seen people making this magical kojic acid soap. And unless maybe they weighed out the ingredients. Maybe they had a scale. Maybe they weighed out the ingredients. I don't know which kojic acid they used. But kojic acid, if you use the right percentage, it should never turn your skin, even if you don't use sunscreen. I've used kojic acid. Well, I didn't reapply my sunscreen, and I never had any issues. So the point I'm trying to make is, walk before you run. If you've not made a basic simple serum, just a basic simple serum, don't jump to go make kojic acid serum. Like, don't be in a hurry to make stuff with actives. A lot of people have damaged their skin. Hi, Eleonora, have damaged their skin so badly. Feed the Beauty, chime in at any time, because Feed the Beauty has a business, and she's also a formulator, and she makes some amazing products, and she's really good with all those actives and stuff. I don't mess with a lot of actives because my skin really doesn't do too well when a lot of stuff is on my face. I found that out. I've had companies send me stuff, and I literally had a horrible reaction to, and that company, no dig to them, their products has worked for so many people. It just didn't work for me, and they was like, oh, please help me test it out, see if you like it, and we'll then do a review. And my face, I mean, my face has never broken out. I think it was the other stuff they combined with vitamin C, because I use vitamin C and I've never had issues. But just don't be in a rush. I'm getting so many of this kind of questions, and even in my DMs, like I don't even bother with Instagram DMs, to be honest. I get a lot of TikTok DMs. Like I might make a product and they'll be like, oh, do you have a lightening soap? I'm not, I don't know what you mean by lightening soap. Okay, then that's that. So just don't be in a rush. Yes, you can formulate with actives if you know what you're doing, if you know how to, you know how to combine, one active or the other. And even when you buy from good suppliers, they'll tell you, do not use these ingredients if you don't know what you're doing. That's just the gist of it. Don't use this ingredient if you don't know how to formulate with it, or you don't have knowledge, because you can actually damage your skin and you can actually injure somebody else, which is what happened with this lady. When I saw her face come up on my timeline, I almost passed out. I was like, what? There's no way kojic acid did that. And kojic acid seems to be such a big topic, because even before I came on live, somebody said, I made a kojic acid butter. I think it was a body butter product, maybe 2 years ago. I honestly don't remember. It has to be at least almost 2 years ago. I did a whipped body butter product with, I think it was a brightening body butter with kojic acid. Don't quote me. But I did it as a short. Like I did a clip as a short. On YouTube shorts are like a minute long. I don't think you expect somebody to do a full-blown tutorial in 1 minute. You're just showing clips of the video. You can watch the full video. And somebody commented, oh, this body butter, they're sure the kojic acid powder did not dissolve in this body butter. I have to read the comment really irked my soul. I don't know why. I get so irritated when I see comments. If you're not sure what someone is doing, why not just ask, like, hey, what is this, blah, 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 blah. What is this that you're, yeah, the person left a comment, like, and it really irritated me, because why not ask, like, I'm curious, because other comments, this is an older video. Yeah, it was I'm looking at my phone, it was a brightening body butter with kojic acid. The person put a comment, kojic acid melts in water, not oil. I'm not sure the powder dissolved. So I responded, this is kojic acid dipalmitate that I used, and it's oil soluble. Thanks for watching. Though that's not really what I wanted to say. That's my official response. Like, Christy, Feed the Beauty is Christy. There are 2 kojic acids, so it depends on what you want to use. Let's see, I'm going to start looking at comments. But anyways, that's that. So just learn that. Okay, I'm going to start from the top because I think I missed from the beginning. So let's start with Alexine. Hi, I want to start my own shea butter skincare business, but when coming with the right formulation, I don't want to make something that will react with my skin or anyone's skin. I would love to find a way of removing black spots and at the same time making the body glow and have soft young skin. Go. Well, welcome. I have no idea. I'm not trying to be funny. I have no idea. I don't know of anything that removes black spots. We would have to probably look for something for, I don't know if the stuff for hyperpigmentation would work. Yeah, and you would have to make sure that whatever active ingredient you're using, I would say do your research, to be honest. I would say do your research. When it comes to actives and things like that, I never would recommend and say use ABC. That's actives is something that I'm not even messing with. Now, if I'm consulting and I'm like having a consult with someone and they're like, yeah, that's different. But on a live, for me personally, I'm a bit more responsible now with that. I'm just not going to say use A, B, C. But anything, if you're making your, I'm not sure, shea butter skincare business, you have to be more specific. Like, are you making water-based products? Are you wanting to make serums? Are you wanting to make oil-based products? Are you trying to make a oil, like a facial serum, facial oil, body oil, things like that? So I would say narrow down your products, what you want to make, because it's, when you say you're trying to, shea butter skincare business is very big. Skincare is very broad. So I would say narrow what you're trying to make. I would say learn as much as you can. Once you learn, at least the foundation is strong, then you can start looking to incorporate things active ingredients. For me personally, I'm very careful about that because my thing is, it's so easy to just put 3, 4 different active ingredients, package it up and say, oh yeah, this is a brightening glow. Keep in mind that the formulations I share on YouTube are just DIYs. Those are not stuff that, this stuff I've used either for myself. It's not stuff that I've sent to, I've done like, what is the word, sample, where I've sent it to people to test. This is just, so people I think a lot of times always look at my DIYs and they will message me on my business page like, hey, I'm trying to make this to sell. I'm like, you better do your own testing because you should never, and I could be, you know, you should never just go online wherever you are and just take a recipe formula and turn it into a formula that you're going to sell. It is very irresponsible, and I'm saying, I'm not even mincing my words, it's very irresponsible. Now, when you take a formula, yes, you can take a formula, make it for yourself, test it and say, oh, I like this. I really like how this, I've bought products. Okay, give you an example. I bought a deodorant from Native for a family member, and I ended up using one of the deodorants in the pack. Loved the deodorant. I'm so picky with deodorants, and I really, really love this deodorant from Native. I was like, oh gosh, let me see if I can make something, you know, on par or similar. So I went online, looked at the ingredients and all that, and I started playing around with my ingredients, and I made something I really liked. Right? Now, just because I made something I really liked doesn't mean I'm going to drop it on my website and start selling it next week. No, I have to test it. I have to maybe make small samples, send it to people that maybe are like, hey, can you test these deodorants? Test how it applies, the smell, do you like it? How are your armpits after 12, 24 hours? Things like that. So you have to be responsible, and, you know, you can look at formulas, yes. You can use that as a guideline, yes. But that should never be, you saw a formula on YouTube, it looked good. I made the formula. So basically, I made a formula on YouTube, right? A video. And maybe I made 2 8-ounce. But the reason I'm saying this is because I have gotten many messages. So I'm not just saying it just to say it. I've had people message me saying, hey, I really liked your XYZ serum. Oh, but I'm trying to make 40 4-ounce bottles. Can you send me the measurements? You should not even dare make that serum because you don't even know how to scale up. And the formula is there in percentages, but you don't know how to scale it up. So why would you make a serum? You don't know. Have you done microbial testing? Do you know if after 6 months, a year, that product is, there's so much that goes into making skincare. I feel like everybody wants to make skincare, but nobody wants to do the true work that it takes to, you know. So I'm not trying to come across as, you know, like Beta Betty, you know, but I'm just trying to share because I'm seeing so many scary things, people making skincare, and it's just a mess. Let me see. Sweet Miss T, I like your Patreon. Thank you. I've had some horrible people say horrible things about my Patreon, but so, thank you that you like my Patreon. I appreciate that. Who else? Okay, so DT478, you said, I'm a beginner and your videos have been helpful. And you're trying to figure out the conversions and what percentage to use. So I don't know if I missed your comments about. Okay, so if you're trying to figure out like conversions and what percentage to use, so every ingredient that goes into a product should have a usage rate. So the usage rate is just basically how much of an ingredient to use. So most suppliers will have, usually a good supplier will have that on their website. I say it quite often. But that is, I don't know if that's, I think that might, I don't want to say that's the hardest thing to figure out for formulating. The conversion is easy. Figuring out the percentage to use is not hard if you're buying your ingredients from good suppliers. What do I mean? Let's say I buy, what's an ingredient? Let's just say I buy vegetable glycerin. Let's just say I buy vegetable glycerin from Amazon, and I buy vegetable glycerin from Lotion Crafter. Lotion Crafter is a very big online supplier. I buy lots of ingredients from there, formulating ingredients. If I buy from Lotion Crafter, and I'll type it, if I buy from Lotion Crafter and Amazon, most likely the amount that they will suggest, what's the best way? I don't know how to explain it without, so it doesn't get confusing. If I buy vegetable glycerin, the suggested amount would be given by Lotion Crafter. Like if you go on Lotion Crafter's website, they will tell you this is what they recommend for using vegetable glycerin. But if you buy on Amazon, 9 out of 10 times, you're not going to see that information there. So that's the problem if you buy, and don't get me wrong, I buy stuff from Amazon when I'm doing my DIYs. But if I'm buying, excuse me, if I'm buying stuff that to make for sale, I buy from proper suppliers. Just because of, but Amazon also has good suppliers on there. It's just a matter of finding them. So it does take a while. It comes with time, but honestly, it is easier when you're buying ingredients from good suppliers. It just is, because when you go on their website, it will tell you. I wish I could do like a live demo, but I can't on the chat. If you have your device and you just type maybe lotioncrafter.com and you go and just type maybe glycerin, you will see where it has like formulating guidelines. So they will tell you this is what they recommend you do, blah, blah, blah. So that's how it comes. And then over time, you just get more comfortable building up your formula, But it comes with time. It's just something that comes with time. There's no way to fast track it, honestly. Alexin said, sorry, Philip, you said, I think there's more active ingredients added in the bar soap. I believe you're right. I don't believe it's only kojic acid in that bar soap. They definitely add other things. Alexin said, how can one reduce the black spots? And if anyone, Fidi Beauty, anyone that formulates, if you know the answer, please chime in, because I have no idea. How can one reduce the black spots on the face but still maintain the complexion with no irritation? And how can one use salicylic with aloe vera gel? Research. Once again, anyone can answer the question. I would say there are active ingredients that you can look into that help with hyperpigmentation. I think some of them might help with dark areas. If anyone has had a magic potion that can clear dark spots, because I've had 2 dark spots, I don't should take my glasses off, under here. I've worn glasses for the last 20 plus years. Nothing has worked. So if you find the magic potion that can cure dark spots, let me know. Vitamin C, they say, helps with dark spots. What else helps with dark spots? Alpha arbutin. But you have to do your own research for your own product. Salicylic acid. Have you worked with salicylic acid before? Salicylic acid is a little bit of a pain to dissolve, but I think I usually dissolve mine in some not like heated water. Let me see, alpha arbutin, vitamin C. What else? Anyone can chime in if you know. If you've used actives that have helped with your dark spots, but nothing has worked for me, and I bought from some reputable brands that have said it would go. So if you know, put it in the chat, because I do not know. I have not formulated anything that has worked for my dark spots, and I have bought products promising. I mean, it has helped with some dark spots, not my main dark spot area. The main area I want to lighten up hasn't lightened up, but other areas have lightened up. You can try reading my what else? What else? Salicylic acid with aloe vera gel. What else are you putting in the formula? Are you just planning on using salicylic acid with aloe vera gel? It kind of helps if you explain what you're trying to do with the salicylic acid. Are you just using salicylic acid with aloe vera gel? J-up syndrome, yeah, you saw her and it looked as if her skin was burnt. Exactly, her skin looked like it was burnt. I have a feeling that she used the soap and she probably did not use sunscreen, because I have never used any kojic acid product that has damaged my skin like that. Eleonora said, and Vaseline. I only use Vaseline on my face. By the way, it works great. Vaseline works well. Vaseline is like an old faithful. The only reason I don't like Vaseline for my face, it's too heavy for my face. But yeah, it's too heavy for my face. But if it works for you, like, because the thing is, some of this some products just have too much stuff in it. I said the story of how I broke out recently. Say on my face, some company has sent me something to try. I usually don't even like to try stuff. I'm very picky about what I put on my face. And I started using that, and literally this whole area was just like their serum that they said that was like a dark spot serum. It was so like, they said it was a water-based serum. It was as if I was just slathering oil on my face. I did not like it at all. Let's see. Shea body butter. Okay, I have to answer other questions because I'm not really sure. Let's see. RGM, what kind of active ingredients do you recommend for face cream to fade facial hyperpigmentation? I think I typed a few things. You have to test it for yourself, because I don't know that there's one thing. I think I put vitamin C. What else? Did I type it out? I'm not sure if I did. Let me see. Maybe I didn't type it. I thought I typed it. Hang on. Oh my goodness. Let's see. I think I typed it in the chat. Alpha arbutin, vitamin C, kojic acid. You can research those. And I think is it N-acetylglucosamine? I don't know. I always say NAG. I'm just going to call it NAG. I don't have the N. I think that, what else? Anything you're using to fade, you have to, everybody's skin type is different. I don't think there's one universal thing that's going to work. That's why it's such a problem for many people. That's why fading dark spots is such an issue. If it was so easy, everybody's skin would literally but I did type something. I think stuff I've used, I think kojic acid for me, kojic acid dipalmitate, not the water soluble one. Yeah, and it's different for everyone. Feedy Beauty, yeah, you said you like kojic acid dipalmitate, but kojic acid, my skin can only tolerate 0.5. So are you talking about like the water soluble one that you can only tolerate 0.5? Because I know the water soluble one is very, very potent, and I think the max they recommend for the water soluble one, if I'm not mistaken, is 2%. Like, that's the max. But the kojic acid dipalmitate, I think you can get away with, I think, using up to 5%. I think, if I'm not mistaken, for the kojic acid dipalmitate. Don't go and say I said kojic acid before somebody goes to put 5%. I think the most I've used in kojic acid dipalmitate is 3. Yeah. Miss Friday is very correct. All products don't produce the same results for everyone. Yeah, very true. You have to find what you have to test, and you have to find. Oh, my microphone. You have to find what works. I know nobody wants to hear that. There's no magic. Use this. It doesn't work that way. I wish it did. Uh, I wish it did. You have to test. It's like, and it is expensive to test. Meaning, I know nobody wants to spend money on ingredients and like, oh, this doesn't work. But nobody, I'm being very honest. Nobody can give you a magic combination to say if you use kojic acid or if you use alpha abutane, niacinamide. What else? I've used it's going to clear. Trust me when I say I have tried multiple blends. I've tried niacinamide with nag. I've tried kojic acid. Like I've tried different things, and not everything is going to fade. I have like superficial, like whenever I break out on my face, like I say you have a breakout here. If it turns to a dark spot, it's going to fade away easily when I use any of those combinations. But these areas that have been here for so long and my hands, nothing has worked to where I like the results. J-Up Syndrome, do you sell wholesale of any of your products? Not at this time. Margaret Boris, hello love, thank you, hello love. I popped in to say thank you and that I've saved the video for later. I'm driving right now. Please drive safely and please don't don't type when you're driving. Please don't type when you're driving. But yeah, watch it later. I mean, this is just to, I haven't had a live chat in so long, and I was like, let me just hop on here. And I asked if people had questions. I was trying to look at I had some questions from earlier. Not on the chat, but that I got through messaging. I think I'm trying to look at my phone. Like, I think my eyes, let's see. Someone asked me a question. How do you, I think I've gotten everyone's questions, hopefully. Can niacinamide and salicylic acid be used in the same product? I don't believe so, because salicylic acid has to be in a low, quite a low pH, a lower pH than niacinamide, if I'm not mistaken. Niacinamide, usually the finished product, they recommend being around maybe 6 in pH. And I believe salicylic acid products, the pH needs to be a bit more acidic. I haven't tried, and I probably would not even add niacinamide. Salicylic acid can be quite irritating for myself included. Quite a lot of people find can't talk. Salicylic acid can be quite irritating because of the exfoliating benefits or the exfoliation on the skin. So if you're going to pair anything with salicylic acid, I'll probably pair more hydrating ingredients, maybe hyaluronic acid, something that can really, you can put back in the skin that would be more soothing. But I know salicylic acid tends to be quite potent, honestly. I honestly don't see the need to pair it with anything else, unless maybe you're pairing it up with maybe something like hyaluronic acid. Like I said, that's the one thing I can think of at the top of my head that will feed back into your skin because of the hydration it provides to kind of counteract the salicylic acid. So I probably wouldn't do this. I wouldn't do the niacinamide and salicylic acid, but that's hopefully that helps. The T470, I think I missed your question. She said, I honestly think she probably was using it too much. I had the same soap she showed and nothing happened to my face. Yeah, everybody's skin type is different. She may have been using it too much. I don't know how a soap could have done that much damage, as it's a rinse-off product, as opposed to, unless she did other things. I don't know, but who knows what she did. Alexin said, does rose hip oil, vitamin E oil, jojoba oil, sweet almond oil, grapeseed oil help? Please, there you would have to just go online. If you go, I'm going to put this here. It's the reason I'm telling you to do this is you need to learn for yourself. So I'm going to give you the resource that I use personally, and I've posted it on my YouTube channel. If you just go on Google and you type comedogenic, if I can spell it now, comedogenic scale for oils, it usually will pop up with, I think it's herbal. Oh gosh, I think it's herbal. Let me see. I'm just looking at my phone real quick. The reason I'm telling you to do that is all these oils, they all have, they are considered emollients. So they add moisture. They help with moisturizing your skin. So any of those oils are good. Grapeseed is good. Sweet, those are very good, rich oils. They're going to nourish and moisturize your skin. But if you go to Google and you type comedogenic rating, I'm going to type it out here, of oils, usually the very first thing that pops up is herbal. I think it's herbal dynamics. I'm going to type it here. Dynamics beauty. That is amazing. Like if you click on the herbal dynamics, so if you go on Google and you type comedogenic scale for oils, this is usually the first thing that pops up on my search. It comes up with this, and I've linked it to some of my other videos. But if you look at this, it gives a long list of oils, plant butters. It tells you the type of skin that oil is good for. It tells you the benefit of that oil. All these oils you listed, you will find it on that page. So if you go on the list, you see rose hip oil. It tells you, is rose hip oil going to clog your skin? It gives you the scale. It tells you this is the scale from 0 to 5, with 0 being there's no chance it's going to clog your skin. So any of the things you plan on using, this is what I always tell anyone. Excuse me. Anything you want to make, any product you want to make, it's good to ask and get input from someone. But I don't know everything. You know, I still have to do my research. I'm behind on all my studying, you know, but you also have to take the time, especially if you plan on selling products or you're making to sell. So that way you can provide the best experience for your customers. Not because I said rose hip oil is good, but because you did your own due diligence, you researched any ingredient you want to use. I always say, go on Google, but access dermatology blogs. There are so many dermatology blog posts. Like if I want to work with retinol, for example, I personally hate retinol, but I've used, you know, if I want to make a retinol based product, I will go, in addition to where I'm buying my raw ingredient, I will still go on dermatology blogs online, see what dermatologists are saying, not just one dermatologist. Sometimes I might read 5, 6, 7, sometimes 10, as many as I can find. I read multiple blogs, what the dermatologists are saying. Then the supplier, what is, you know, the data sheet, like everything. Before I even buy the ingredient, before I even formulate the ingredient, the product. Yeah, Azalea, I haven't used it though, but I heard it's pretty good. Thank you, Feedy Beauty. Feedy Beauty posted for hyperpigmentation, you can use azelaic acid too. I haven't used it. I'm tired of buying ingredients. I need to use up what I have. Let's see. What do I search for when buying shampoo, conditioner bottles? I ordered some and they seem a little flimsy and kind of thin. What wording do I use to make sure they are a thicker bottle? I don't know that you have to use any wording. You just have to see what your supplier, wherever you're buying from. If you're not sure of the quality, then buy samples first. So buy a sample. Like if you're trying to buy, you know, don't just go buy 100 bottles if you're not sure of the quality. That's what I do. I buy the smallest quantity first. unless unless it's like glass. Glass, I know I'm not too particular. But yeah, I don't know about the wording. I think it's just wherever you buy from, you just have to buy in samples, buy a small amount, and see if you like the quality. The containers can be quite tricky. You have to test and see. Sweet Miss T, what cosmetic online schools would you recommend to someone who's thinking of becoming a formulator? I would say Institute of Personal Care and Science. I like their curriculum. And it seems like more people have actually, I've seen more people do their program versus, see, I'm trying to think of the other one, the other European one. Let's tell you how much I like the other one. Oh gosh, what is the other one that's quite popular? Oh my gosh. That's to tell you how I've removed them from my mind. There's also another one, but I like Institute of Personal Care and Science. They have a diploma, they have certificates, they have mini workshops, they have so many different options. But you can research them. I like their program. I can't think of the other one. I'm sorry. They're very popular too. Humblebee and me went to their school. I think they're based in. I know they're a European-based school. I just cannot think of their name right this minute. And they literally just sent me an email the other day. I'm sorry. If I remember, I'll post it. Let me see. Maybe I can do a quick Google search and see. Online. If you do also online formulating schools. I got tired of people asking me, "Oh, do you issue certificates?" I'm like, I am not a school. I've never claimed to be a school. I just have a beginner class that I've posted online. Formula Botanica. That's what I was trying. That's the other school. Formula Botanica. Thank you. You beat me to it. Yeah, Formula Botanica. Lindy Boyd, what is the best way to add hyaluronic acid powder into a face cream, and does it have to be dissolved by glycerin? Glycerin, or you need something like a solvent that's thick enough. I haven't tried Propendile. Propendile is one option, but glycerin tends to do the work. But if you don't want to use glycerin, I think you can try Propendile. It needs something. If you put it straight in the water, it's going to clump up. You can try Propendile. I've always used glycerin. I'm trying to think, have I used Propendile? I haven't, but I think it's thick enough to where it should mix your hyaluronic acid powder. I think you can actually put it in water, but you have to, I think you sprinkle it on the water, and I think you have to leave it overnight or something. Feed the Beauty help if you've done that. I think you can sprinkle it in water, if I'm not mistaken, and just leave it. And I think it will eventually absorb, if I'm not mistaken, but I've always used glycerin. Well, buy the T478. I have to go. Thank you for the tips. Me too. I have to go soon. I don't know what you mean. What's the best face to add it to? I'm not sure. Do you mean what's the best phase? I'm not sure I understand your question, Lindy. Do you mean what's the best phase? I don't know. Is that what you meant? And which hyaluronic acid did you get? I don't know that it matters. I think they all pretty much work the same way. Well, in terms of mixing. I don't think it matters. I mean, you can either try. I don't know how you did it before. You said you made a tiny batch and you separated. So I'm not really sure how you made it. You just did you When you made your hyaluronic acid mixture, did you add it to glycerin? And then you said it's separated. I mean, I don't know what your formula is. I don't know what you're making. It may not even be the hyaluronic acid. Yeah. Best phase to add it to, water phase or cool down phase? Well, for me, when I make any serum or anything with hyaluronic acid, it's basically I mix mine in glycerin. So, and then when I've done my water phase, I add my water phase to my mixture. So I'm not sure. I guess I'm not really sure what phase that would be, because I make my hyaluronic acid mixture separately from my water phase. I don't add it directly to my water. I add it to my glycerin, and then I just combine both phases when I've gotten it mixed. Fidi Beauty said chemical exfoliating acid, oh gosh, also helps for hyperpigmentation. I haven't used any. I guess because I know how my skin is. My skin would just erupt. My skin would just erupt. Yeah. Because if you've mixed your hyaluronic acid well, and there are no clumps, that has nothing to do. That shouldn't make your mixture separate. Like, you have to look at the other ingredients too. I'm not sure. Yeah. It kind of helps to know what you're making, a lot of times I don't, when I get those kind of questions, I don't know. Did you have oil in your formula? Are you making a cream? Are you making a serum? Yeah, it's a lot. The only time you're going to have separation is if you have an oil. Like an oil, you're trying to combine oil-based ingredients with water-based ingredients. And then if you don't have a good solubilizer or emulsifier for the oil, then you are going to have separation. It's happened to me many a time. So sometimes I make videos on YouTube. I make it in 8-9 minutes. You just think, oh, everything came out perfectly the first time. It doesn't work that way. Sometimes I'll make something and then 2-3 days later I'll see separation. I'm like, oh God, I have to go back to the drawing board. So it happens. You have to look at your whole, yeah. You have to, and then a lot of times, sometimes you actually don't mix long enough. As much as I say it literally happened to me. I think last month I was trying to do videos for Patreon, and that day I was trying to film 5 videos in a day, which is never a good idea because you're going to mess up. And this face cream that I've used that same formula many a time, the thing separated like no man's business. Like, a lot of times it's not either mixing enough. I mixed, it looked like everything had blended. And then at the end, when the mixture had cooled down, there was that annoying separation. So sometimes it could be not mixing long enough. All right. Anyways. Oh, I think I say. Thanks, Rebecca. Thank you so much. I wish you the best as well. 1 a.m. here in Ghana. Please go sleep. Please go sleep. Take care. Yeah, I decided it was a last minute live. I wasn't even going to do a live. I was like, let me try. Because, sometimes you start to feel, I said I was going to do, that was my goal this year. I was going to have a live every month. And the last one was January. Sorry, guys. But thank you guys so much. I appreciate the support always. I think I got everyone's questions. I think I did. I hope I answered everyone. Christy, we definitely need to chat. It's been a minute. I was thinking about you the other day. I think I saw your shorts on YouTube. I know you're busy with your consulting. Hopefully no crazy drama over there. right, everyone. I think I got everyone's question. Anyways, if no one has any other question, I think I saw everyone's question, and I think I went through all my. I'm trying to look at my phone. Usually, I have it in my notebook. Sorry, let's see. I think I got everything. This is what I said I was going to use. Let's see. So don't ever get overwhelmed, even if it seems like it's a lot of stuff. Trust me, a lot of times I feel like there's so much stuff I don't know. It comes with time, and it's a continuous learning cycle, for lack of a better way to put it. You're always learning every day, but definitely check out the resources. I always link it. The book that I got from um, Institute of Personal Care, I really like the book. It's linked in the description box. I can't remember how much I paid for it, but it's really good. And then preservatives, things like that. And then if you want to sign up for my workshop, I have the beginner workshop. People keep asking me, is it a skincare, hair care beginner workshop? No, it's a beginner workshop. People that if you don't know how to do the basic, formulating, it's just a beginner workshop. So we'll go over the percentages, how to write your formula, things like that. I think I linked it in community. So you can definitely check that if you want to look at that. Yeah, thank you, Feedy Beauty. Yes, you can add the hyaluronic into the cool down phase, but exactly, hyaluronic doesn't separate a cream. Exactly. Yeah, it's always going to be something else. It's going to be something else. But a lot of times, from what I've seen, a lot of the time, every time I've had separation is because I did not mix. I did not mix long enough, or I had too much oil. I had more than enough oil than the emulsifier could carry. That has happened as well. Like I've seen a formula where I think maybe you have like 40% for your oil phase, and then your emulsifier can only handle maybe 25 or 30. It might separate. Yeah, but anyways, so definitely check the description box. I don't think I linked it in this description box for the workshop, but it's linked in community, so you can always check that. But I always say do your own research for sure. Anything that you want to do, learn, research it on your own. Don't even depend on anyone, to be honest. If it's a school you want to attend, like we mentioned, Institute of Personal Care, research it. See their curriculum. See if it's something that you like, that you feel like it would be of benefit to you. And if you have the budget for their programs are not bad. If you want to get the certification or the diploma, you can go from there. But either way, I think I got everyone. Thank you guys for joining. Like I said, I will post, I think it's in community, but I'll probably link it here. So if you want to join the workshop, like I said, I have one class. I think it's next week, Saturday, not this weekend, next week. And I think I'm only having two. I have two this month. And I think that's it, depending on how many people take the class and I get the feedback, I'll see. But the live classes are quite exhausting to teach, to be honest. So I don't teach them very often. But they are quite exhausting to teach because you trying to make sure everybody understands what you're saying versus something that's pre-recorded. The pre-recorded is a lot easier because you can just record everything you want to say, talk. And if somebody doesn't get it, they just go back and rewatch it versus when you're teaching a live class. But I will link it in the description box. It's always good to catch up with everyone. So check it out if you want to attend the workshop. Definitely check it out. If you're struggling with preservatives, I linked the preservative books I use. They are not my books because people always think when I talk about preservative ebooks, I'm pushing my books. Those are not my books. I wish I got a commission from Susan, but I don't get a commission. I just share the book resources that I use. I hope you're seeing what Feedy Beauty is sharing, Lindy. Also check the pH of the cream. Yeah, pH as well. And hopefully you don't have. I think one other thing could be some actives as well. Like I don't know if you have actives. I think some actives are also obviously pH dependent, but I don't know that it would separate a cream. I don't know. I'm trying to think of any active I've used that has separated a cream. I'm just thinking out loud. But anyways, I think that's everything. So I'll see you in the next live chat. I don't know when it's going to be. I'm not going to say it's going to be next month, because every time I say that, I jinx myself and it never happens. But thank you guys so much. I will see you in the next one. Christy will definitely catch up. I'll see what you've been up to. Anyways, guys, you guys have a wonderful Friday. Have a blessed weekend and stay safe. Bye.